We've had a great day so far, haven't we? The weather's been beautiful, the music has been beautiful, everything has gone just really well. And this is my favorite part of Relay for Life. And I will not promise you that there'll be no tears while I'm up here. In fact, right now there might be. But tonight we gather together to celebrate life. One aspect of this celebration is to honor our valiant cancer survivors as well as remember those who are no longer with us. Cancer shows no preference. It takes young, old, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, husbands, wives, best friends, and dear friends. Each of the lighted bags that you see around the track tonight represents the life of someone who's been touched by cancer. Some have won their fight, some are struggling daily, and others have lost their battle. Tonight we pay tribute to those we love and those whose lives have been touched by cancer. I've placed 6 luminary bags on the stage. I want to tell you a little bit about each of the people and what these bags represent. Every one of you here tonight has your own reason to be at Relay. The luminaries you see here are just a few reasons that we, as committee members, participate in Relay for Life. The first bag you see here is in honor of Ellen Winnett. Ellen is the co-chair of Relay for Life in High Point. You may have seen her at team captains meetings, the survivor luncheon, or other events selling her t-shirts. You may see her dressed in all kinds of ways. She has a vibrant love for Relay for Life. She's always out getting the word out about cancer and Relay and a cure. As we learned earlier in the day, if you didn't already know, Ellen is a breast cancer survivor. She was diagnosed in 2005. Her breast cancer was undetectable by a mammogram. She happened to be playing with her then 12-month-old little grandchild and got a kick or a hit in a spot and thought something just didn't feel right. Then after many tests, her cancer was detected and she underwent treatment. In June, Ellen will mark her 6th year as a cancer survivor. Ellen relays for her 2 daughters and her 2 granddaughters, one of whom was just born a couple of weeks ago. She never wants any of them to go through what she has gone through with cancer. But today, Ellen stands cancer-free and fighting the fight. I like this luminary bag in honor of Ellen Winnett. And you can clap for her. The next luminary bag is in memory of Karen Tuttle. Karen was the mother of Emily Leach, our American Cancer Society staff partner. Karen was diagnosed with colorectal cancer when Emily was a freshman in high school. Throughout her high school years, Emily watched her mother fight cancer. Then in 1999, the summer after Emily's freshman year in college, Karen lost her battle at age 52. Emily was only 19 years old when she lost her mother. Emily did an internship with the American Cancer Society in 2003 and started the first Relay for Life at UNCG. She later became an employee with the American Cancer Society, but she is much more than just an employee. She's a fighter. She's a cancer fighter. Emily has 2 beautiful children that her mother never got to see. She relays in the hope that someday no child will lose a parent to cancer. My daughter is the same age as Emily. And Emily, your mom would be so proud of everything you do. I light this luminary in memory of Karen Tuttle. The third luminary bag holds a 2-fold purpose. It's in honor of our other co-chair, Lindsay Welch, and in memory of his mother, Ruth Welch. In 2007, Lindsay was diagnosed with throat cancer. He had a tumor at the back of his throat. After aggressive treatment, Lindsay can proudly proclaim to be cancer-free for more than 3.5 years. The year before Lindsay's diagnosis, his mother had been diagnosed with breast cancer. Cancer is a fight they fought together. Unfortunately, Ruth's cancer metastasized to her organs and then to her bones. Last year, just a short time before our Relay for Life, Ruth passed away at the age of 82. Today would have been Ruth's 83rd birthday. Lindsay relays for his mother, for himself, and for all families who are fighting the fight against cancer. I light this luminary bag in honor of Lindsay Welch and in memory of Ruth Welch. Happy birthday, Ruth. The fourth bag is in honor of Marshall Madison. Marshall and his wife Sandy have been volunteering with Relay for Life for several years now. In fact, most all of the luminaries that you see out here, Sandy and Marshall have prepared and put out for us. Marshall also takes care of our website, and they are absolutely a treasure to us on the committee. Marshall was diagnosed with astrocytoma grade 3, a form of brain cancer, on March 3rd, 2007, at the age of 26. With Sandy by his side, Marshall endured surgery, 33 days of radiation, 9 months of a pill form of chemotherapy. Marshall relays in the hope that one day people will not have to suffer through weeks and months and years of painful treatment. I light this luminary bag in honor of Marshall Madison. This luminary bag is very special to me. This bag is in memory of Gloria Heron, my mother. In February 1989, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. Just a few weeks earlier, my husband and I shared the news that we were expecting our second child. I was now faced with the possibility that my mother would not be here to see that child born. She began to undergo treatment, including a mastectomy and chemotherapy. She seemed to have beaten cancer when, late in 1993, she began having pain in her hip. In early 1994, the pain had increased and she was diagnosed with metastatic bone cancer. The breast cancer had come back in her bones. That was the first year for Relay for Life in High Point. What began as a small group of volunteers, including myself, and approximately 9 teams, has grown into the event that you see here today. Each year, my mom would participate in the survivor lap. When she was able, she would walk. When she was not, my dad would push her in a wheelchair. In April of 2001, just a few weeks before Relay for Life, my mom lost her valiant battle with cancer. In all, she fought for 11 years. I can't help but feel that she had so many more years than we first expected because of the money that was raised at our Relay for Life and Relay for Life events around the world. She was on many forms of chemotherapy and radiation throughout her treatment. Perhaps some of those treatments were developed from research using funds provided by the American Cancer Society. I relay for my mother, for myself, for my daughter, in hopes that we will find a cure for this dreaded disease. I light this luminary bag in memory of my mother, Gloria Heron. The final bag is in memory of committee members and others who have participated in our relay who have lost their battles with cancer. Banks Cochran. Banks was a banker with High Point Bank. He was a supporter and a committee member with Relay for Life for many years before being diagnosed with cancer himself and eventually losing his battle. I'm sure Banks would be very proud to see his fellow employees at High Point Bank still participating in Relay for Life. Judy Kelly, my dear friend Judy Kelly. Judy was involved in Relay from the very first. She was the accounting chair, and then she was diagnosed with cancer. She put in so many hours for Relay for Life. Even when she was in treatment, she would come back and help us count money and do everything that she could, even though she could hardly put one foot in front of the other. Judy lost her battle with cancer in 2007. June Spencer. June was a true supporter of Relay for Life. He volunteered with his wife Doris and his daughter Meg. His son Bob performed with various music groups many times at Relay, and June has been truly missed. And finally, if you were here last year for our Luminary Ceremony at Relay for Life, you will certainly remember our speaker, J.P. Mellis. He did an awesome job. J.P. was a minister, a missionary, a father, and a grandfather. He worked for Samaritan's Purse, and when he came here last year, he had been fighting cancer since 2008, almost continually in treatment. On May 2nd, J.P. lost his battle with cancer. I light this luminary bag in memory of Banks, Judy, J.P., June, and all of those who've been a part of this event who are no longer with us.